Alright, guys, are you as prepared for Happy Trail Mix as I am?
We're very unprepared.
We did this like 2 minutes beforehand.
Yeah,
Just
but
like
we
every
did...
episode.
Oh, come on. Sometimes we do okay.
Sometimes we do it 30 minutes beforehand.
Happy Trail Mix.
Okay. Oh, who is this girl?
Oscar!
Alright, well, welcome one and all to Happy Trail Mix, the podcast that God forgot. Here with me is my lovely co-host, Obscure. And,
That's me.
Our token girl character, Michaela.
It's true.
That's me.
I'm only here for my tits.
Yep, that you're only here for your tits. Alright, this week we have a lovely range of topics for you this week. We've got topic number 1 is about the movie Red Pill, Dr. Mario's men's rights documentary. Topic 2...
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited as well. Topic 2 involves a toddler locking himself inside of a car and laughing as firefighters desperately try to save his life. Topic number 3 is our happy Wikihow game featuring your hosts, who's Scabs, Groats, me, Locky-poo.
You called yourself Locky-poo.
I don't like
Oh,
that.
I like it.
That makes me
I don't like it
uncomfortable.
either, but you wrote it, so I gotta do it.
Stick to the script.
And topic number 4, Pepe literally f***ing dies. Finally. The alt-right
it's
is
a good or
dead.
bad thing.
Lockhrin,
Yes.
you said an R-rated word.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, friends. That's right. This week on A Happy Trail Mix,
Mix.
we
Mix.
have challenged ourselves to not say any big bad swears. So I hope you're all ready for that.
We're allowed to say cuck, thought,
Pussy bowl.
and pussy wine.
And that's it. That's it. Those are the only words that we cannot escape on this podcast.
We wanted to jump on the PC train.
That's right. It's just who we are now.
Yep, we're a changed podcast.
If you expected rated R humor, some South Park-ish storylines and poop jokes.
Yeah, you're definitely in the wrong place. We would never ever talk about genitals.
Yeah, no. For one, I personally despise genitals. They're the most disgusting thing.
Lockhrin, do you even have any?
No, I removed them as soon as I saw them.
Lockhrin can't describe his genitals because if he uses any word to describe them, he can only say pussy wine or pussy bowl.
What, am I not allowed to use the words like shriveled or concave?
Ugh.
Let's change the subject so I don't throw up.
Inverted.
Ew.
Blue.
Blue. Blue.
There's like 2 different ways you could go with that, and neither of them are wholesome. So, topic number 1.
Gaping.
Let's
Number 1.
Let's talk about meninous.
Yes, we're going to talk about the Red Pill movie, and about how apparently when feminists tried to censor the movie and have it removed from places, people started downloading it on the internet instead.
Yeah, that's right. There's a documentary from last year that actually has pretty good reviews in general. I think on IMDb it had a 8.9 out of 10. Really good reviews. It's about this woman feminist, and she documents men's rights. Documents what men's right activists have to say and why they have this movement to begin with. And it's from a kind of... It's more objective than you would expect, and people say it makes very good points about both men's rights and some criticisms on feminism. So it doesn't seem like too bad of a movie. We haven't seen it, but like it seems
We
fine.
get the idea.
Yeah.
It's the general idea, you know, women bad, man good.
We're
fine.
pretty open-minded here at Happy Trail Mix,
Yeah.
the podcast.
We
love
don't say
people
swears
of
here.
all colors of the rainbow.
And genital.
Yeah, all genitals of the rainbow. Goodbye me. Grab your bag of Skittles
We
filled,
love
filled
all
with
colors
scrotums.
and genitals here. I don't care what you identify as. On Happy Trail Mix, you will be loved.
Yeah, so as men, what do you guys think of, like, the men's rights movement in general?
Personally, I love people of my own genital standing, and I don't really care
You mean
either way.
shriveled and blue and inverted? Those are your people?
Yes, those are my people. People that have rotten blueberry genitals.
Alright, I'll call the Smurfs. Hit them up. They're all men anyway.
What about you, Oscar?
Well, I know a little bit about the men's right movement, and it's about things like custody issues and things like that, and it's stuff that honestly makes sense. It's just when people hear the terms men rights activists,
Right,
they
right.
like eat their own At the same time, there is stupid ones. It's the
Right.
same as feminists. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Both things can, like... And I mean, there's definitely way more cause for the feminist movement, but, like, I don't agree with how extra it is.
I
feel
never
like-
thought I'd hear the word extra used to describe any feminist movement. Like,
I feel like if even if they disagreed with this movie, wouldn't they want to show people why they shouldn't like men's
Right,
rights activists?
yeah.
Like, why would they want to censor something that could be helpful in teaching their own cause? Like, if they
Right.
think it's a bad thing, then it would be a good tool for them.
because, Oscar, men shouldn't be given any time in the media. You know that. It's against the rules.
Yeah, that's why we have to go on YouTube, where now it's impossible to make money.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Like we were making
Alright.
money beforehand.
Hey, man, in my personal channel, I could have made at least $10 by now.
That's pretty impressive. It's been, what, like 6 years?
Yes.
Alright.
Either way, I'm actually kind of interested in watching this movie because of how good its reviews are.
Yeah, I, like, understand it, because there's definitely things where, like, when you go into a custody battle, it's like most of the time the mom gets it, which can be obviously problematic, because there are some shitty moms out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually show in the article we used, which is a very biased article, but I think the website's funny.
The
Age of
website's
Shitlords.
biased as but it's funny.
Oh, it's super biased. Either way, the red pill, the term it went way up. Once feminists tried to bar it and censor it, which they did successfully do in some places, like its premiere in Australia was canned and things like that. Oh, actually, this article mentions the 8.9 on IMDb.
Okay, so yeah, they actually have a legitimate news source, so that's great.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Good for you, Age of Shitlords.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely a line. Like, there are definitely some men's rights issues, but, like, fuck with me about the pay-wage gap.
You mean the thing that doesn't exist?
Yeah, you, Lockhrin, you wouldn't get it because you're not a woman.
Hey, you said it! You said a word!
Here at Happy Trail Mix, we do not condone domestic abuse or an abusive relationship of any kind. However, this particular bit did have to be cut due to the fact that we pretty much just did nothing but make domestic abuse jokes for about 5 minutes straight. We would like to remind you that we love you very much, and we hope you have a great day.
It's because it's all your fault, Lockhrin. If you weren't such a meninist, I wouldn't be so angry all the time.
You know what? I'm sorry that I hold views that oppose yours. I can kill myself if that's what you want.
We didn't say go that far, Lockhrin. Maybe just lightly
As
injure
a
your...
white
Haven't you
male,
heard our
it is my
podcast is
duty to
PC
kill
now?
myself for the betterment of society.
Lockhrin, that's
You
not...
owe us repercussions.
Oh my god. You mean reparations?
Reparations.
Reparations. Michael.
Whatever, I don't... leave me alone.
I don't want reparations. Alright, we gotta talk about the Lockhrin.
I'm
The
right
top-
here, guys. Come on.
The elusive Lockhrin. The
The-
Loch Ness Lockhrin.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm done with the
Don't ever
puns.
fucking talk to me again.
Or your son. And speaking of sons, there
Toddler.
is one locked in a car.
Toddler locks himself inside car, laughs as firefighters desperately try to save him. And the only image in this article is a blown up image of a child laughing at the
And
I said it! No! No!
All
Now you have to
right.
go do
That's the
something
second
illegal.
story of the podcast. That means we have to get out the Morning Star.
Oh, the
I'm
warning
glad
star.
that's your choice of weapon.
Lockhrin, insert a sound effect or something every time we make a curse word.
All right, that works.
Was that...
Yeah, I
Okay.
agree. But yeah, this image is it's like a 3-year-old kid maybe sitting in the driver's seat of a car with his hands on the steering wheel, just laughing maliciously at these poor firemen.
Maliciously.
Also, you can only really see one of the firemen's faces, but he seems really... oh no, I did it again. He seems really amused.
Alright, like, I mean, like, yeah, there's one guy leaning on the car, there's another guy actually doing his job, and there's one guy just standing there with his hands in his pockets
Wait.
just laughing.
Yeah.
That's a good point. They said firefighters desperately trying to free him, and only
But, like,
one
they're
is
definitely
doing
just,
anything.
like, looking at this kid. They're probably Snapchatting it.
They're probably just making sure he's not stopping being a baby.
Stopping being a baby. Is he gonna pull a fucking Benjamin Button or some shit and just like
He's
revert
going
into
to-
a fetus? Like,
He's played with boo-boo keys so much, he knows how to put the key in the ignition, and that's what they're afraid of.
alright, I don't want my baby driving off to go to the nearest drug deal because I know that's what he'll friending do. Like, he's grown up in the hood.
I don't want my baby getting any other woman's breast milk. That ain't okay.
No,
All
he's
about
gonna
me.
latch on to the first boob he sees.
Oh man, see, no, Lockhrin, you can't say boob. You can only say breast on the show. You can say breast, breast milk,
Alright,
breast.
he will latch on to the
Titties.
first milk he sees.
Shh. I mean,
Ooh,
darn, poop.
obscure.
Oh, that was 2. I gotta have so many sound effects for this podcast.
We're not very good at staying PC, I guess. It's not in our nature.
You gotta quit that, otherwise no kids will watch our podcast, and we gotta get the younger generation.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the 13 to 17 demographic on YouTube. That's
Right.
the spicy demographic. They don't argue in the
Spicy.
comments. They don't.
Honestly, have you seen Markiplier videos? Like 1 billion views?
Ugh, I haven't seen one in a long time, and I'm okay with that.
Same.
I feel like every time I see him on YouTube, his hair looks different.
Yeah.
I think that's like the gag.
There's a
I think
new
he
color
thinks he's
per week.
cool for having colored hair.
Isn't he like 30?
Yeah.
Yeah.
32? I mean, you can do whatever you want at any age.
We
It's
will just judge you for it.
You just can't be Markiplier. Like, there.
He's the issue.
He's the problem. He's the toddler locked in the car.
Oh my god.
There's like a fucking webcam strapped in. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I said the F word. I mean the bad word. I don't even want to
Just
say.
leave.
I'm not even gonna
You
bother
can't be here
editing the
anymore.
fuck.
Lockhrin!
Oh my god, now you have to, because it's your fault.
Alright, now I have to. I'm sorry, guys. I'm the worst.
I hope you like download a really
Uh,
Oh my god! I hate this!
okay, let's try to talk about an actual topic.
Lockhrin, can we just do the Happy Wikihow game to make me a little happier?
I would love to cheer you up by playing a Happy Wikihow game, and why don't you describe how that works for our friends at home?
Alright, so the Happy Wikihow game is a fun game where the host of the week, and in this week it's Lockhrin, and he's the host who scabs Groats. That means he steals
I hate
money.
That. I hate
It
it.
means he
That's
steals
awful.
money.
I don't like it.
He steals money.
He's stolen a lot more than that from me.
Like
Groats are worth
virginity.
4 pence.
I wasn't going there. I was going to say, like, my soul, perhaps. My dignity.
Mayhaps. So
My Groots.
what we do is Lockhrin will send us some images one at a time from one Wikihow article. After he sends one image, we describe it to the lovely audience because you can't watch our show, you may only feel it.
Maybe if we
vibrations.
get enough comments, we'll change it to a video format.
Yeah,
Well,
you need to
maybe.
have a
Oh, I
Happy
do
Trail
wanna.
Mix Gold account to be able to view the video version.
Wouldn't that be the day?
We link in the description the articles that we discuss in case you do want to see the images. And we guess what the article's title is. And when we're wrong, because we will be, Lockhrin yells at us and tells us what the correct answer is.
And then we
Lockhrin,
cry.
could you send us that first image? I'm curious.
Dude, you know that I would absolutely adore being able to send you your first image of the Happy Wikihow game.
I know this is the only thing that brings you joy anymore.
Ooh!
It's a bird.
A cute little bird.
So in this image, we have a cockatiel. That is not a cockatiel. That is so ugly.
yeah,
a
there's
green-
something wrong with this bird.
It's like a cockatiel, but it got Shrek'd. It was on like Nickelodeon's Kids' Choice Awards before the picture was taken. And it's a person on a laptop. They look Aryan. And they had searched cockatiel on the
Google.
old version of Google.
Oh yeah, it is the old version of Google.
100%
It still has
it
the
is.
I'm feeling lucky button.
Is this Wikihow to take care of a cockatiel?
All right.
Oh, you said a bad word.
What?
You said
It was, in fact, that article, just based off
Really?
the first image.
Wow.
Wow,
Do you
I
even
bet
want the
you.
other images?
Not really, because
Alright.
that cockatiel is disgusting looking.
That's solid. I also just wanted to send you this image, but then, here is...
Oh, it's the green cockatiel being
Oh, it
handed to a
looks
vet.
normal now, and it's cute.
Yeah, but, like, they're handing it back wrong. They're just, like, grabbing it from the bottom and being like, here you go.
Yeah, if you hold a bird like that, it'll get horny.
Okay.
Oh.
No, that's
so
true.
here's the image from your next article before we talk about horny birds anymore.
All right.
Oh, more birds.
So there's 3 horny birds. One appears to be a blackbird.
Super horny.
One is
Maybe
a
it's a
miscolored
raven.
pigeon. And what is that thing?
It's a
a
small
finch?
friend.
It's a sparrow or a finch. But for some reason, it looks like a man is thinking about these birds. There's no, like, thought bubble, but he's looking at these floating birds. Possibly in confusion how these birds could possibly be right next to him. All 3 of them. Is this Wikihow to distinguish different breeds of birds?
Wrong.
Ooh, is it Wikihow to decide what kind of bird is best for you?
Awful. Here's your second image.
Oh.
You disgrace me.
Okay, I don't know if I want to.
Ooh, it's another bird.
It looks like it's a pigeon, and it wants to land on the wall, but the wall's covered in spikes. So if it tries to land on it, it's gonna get spiked. I don't want to do this anymore.
It looks like there's like a track in the background or something. Like the background is really blurred out, but it's like that red color of a track with the white lines on it.
Hold
so.
on, just
Like
a
a
second.
running track.
Oscar, you sound really dismayed that there were spikes on this wall.
It was you. You hurt me. You called us bad, and I'm just in an emotional spot, and you hurt me, Lockhrin.
Look, man.
You didn't swear at me, but you hurt me.
You're a wonderful person with a huge penis, and like I really
I'm bored,
respect
so
you.
let's move on from the bit.
Is it Wikihow to curb a bird problem?
Kinda, close, but no cigaronis.
Yeah, is it like Wikihow to keep birds out of your garden?
Close. Here's your third image. See if you can grab it.
I don't like that noise.
All right,
Ooh,
audience, this is our last chance.
Bird dance party.
So it is a copy-pasted pigeon. It actually is, and it is approaching what is supposed to be a speakers, but it just looks like black M&Ms implanted onto the base of a speaker. And there is red lines indicating that sound is emanating from the M&Ms.
Correct.
Is this just in general Wikihow to keep birds away?
Basically, Michaela, do you wanna try?
Wikihow to keep birds out of your private bubble.
You're too specific, man. It's wiki how to get rid of birds.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, Oscar, we have to kick you off the podcast.
I'm not a bird, Michaela.
You are a bird.
Oscar
Your name
the
is
bird.
It's literally your
Lockhrin
name.
the dragon that collects stories.
Alright, you don't have to
You
bring
see-
my OCs into this, alright?
You see how it feels to be called...
Fake and gay, fake and gay, fake and gay.
That's exactly how it feels.
You know what else is fake and gay? The death of Pepe the frog. Now this is interesting. Pepe the frog...
If you guys aren't caught up, let us explain. Let us explain the recent history of Pepe the frog.
The entire fudging analogies and everything.
Well,
we have to say the point first. He's literally dead.
Yeah,
Like-
the creator killed him in the comic he's in.
The creator released a one-panel comic, and it's just Pepe in a casket. That poor... Okay, I do feel kind of bad for the cartoonist for this happening to his character, but at the same time, I don't understand why him and so many people focus on the fact that they think it's a white supremacist icon.
That's
when
because it fudging is.
Okay, listen, it's an icon to so many different things, not just the alt-right as we may call them.
Like either the alt-right or, you know, peeing in a milk gallon for a couple weeks, or, you know, shitting on your sister.
Is this other Pepe comics that you have seen?
No, just 4chan threads.
Oh, I thought they were probably comics you wrote yourself. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, no, I used to make comics, but not about shitting.
What
I
was it
feel
about?
like-
Muscles?
No, it was about lasers.
Obscure, I feel like to respond to your question, the reason why so many people, including the creator, focus so much on it being used as a white supremacist alt-right icon is because no one wants to be involved with that stuff. Like, other groups used it, but they weren't as bad as the alt-right.
Yeah, that's fair. It's just I feel like if it's being used in so many other ways.
Yeah, it's just I think that's the one that got the most attention.
Yeah, like, for example, as a draw boy yourself, could you imagine if you made a character that was beloved by few, and then suddenly it was exploded as a symbol of the Black Panther movement, for example?
Holy.
I would be both honored and would want reparations.
Oh my god.
As
Give him
a
my pay
vaguely
cut.
brown American.
I just want my pay cut, man. The thing I feel bad about with the man that made Pepe is that I find it really surprising that Pepe's so popular, and yet the comics haven't, like, the real comics haven't caught on. They haven't, if you check Amazon, they only have so many reviews.
That's because nobody friending cares about this frog beyond, like, the macro images.
I kind of want to read the comic now that I didn't know until reading this article that Pepe was a stoner, which I guess isn't surprising.
Yeah. Because everybody on the alt-right does big weed because weed makes you violent.
It's true. Weed
I
makes you
heard
violent.
weed is the devil.
It makes
gives you heart attacks 30 minutes after you smoke it.
It's not
Oh my
even the
God.
devil's lettuce. It's just straight up the devil.
It's just straight up the lettuce.
It's how the devil transfers himself into American culture.
Hey, could
And next
I?
time you
Thanks, Subway. Could I get that with some tomato, salt, and pepper, and lettuce, if you know what I mean?
Wink, wink.
Yeah, that's why the footlongs aren't $5 anymore. We did this to ourselves.
We replaced all the lettuce in Subways with weed. It was a
You just
great
got
prank.
pranked.
Yeah.
Ultimate prank.
Subway is
Gone
now
sexual.
an official partner of Pepe the Frog Incorporated.
And marijuana.
And just marijuana.
Big weed is just trying to take your money.
Oh, man. Lockhrin, are you sad about the death of Pepe, though?
Not really, no. Off.
Okay. Well, you said a bad word again.
Oh no,
Our
oh
poor
golly.
froggy friend.
You should have at least said, like, "fook off."
Yeah,
You know,
I
something-
should have said, like, you know,
Shrek off.
respectfully leave the premises.
I like Shrek off. I
Well-
think I'm gonna start replacing swear words with the word Shrek.
So now we have 2 outdated green memes to be
Oh.
discussed in one.
Yeah,
One
I
episode.
don't want to bring up Shrek on this podcast ever again.
Why?
Yeah.
Because of that one weird dream you had about him?
I don't want to talk about it.
Was it only
Oh.
one dream?
No.
Was it reality?
It was a few dreams, and then I might have written some fan fiction.
I think the only fan fiction I've written about is Kermit the Frog, which is a 3rd outdated green meme.
That is true.
Yeah,
So-
now we're on 3. Let's keep the ball rolling.
We gotta keep going. Green memes.
mm,
Outdated green memes.
Solar panels.
Bill Nye didn't save the Earth.
cars.
Electric cars.
These are all just outdated green memes.
Recycling.
Nobody
bad.
friending
Don't do it.
recycles anymore.
Irrigation.
No. Climate change is fake and not
Chinese.
Chinese. It's Chinese.
No, because that thing Trump said.
What do you say that made them green?
Well, just
Yeah,
Chinese
whatever.
people are
Whatever.
green.
Girls can't be funny.
I think Michaela's just trying to say that Chinese aren't yellow; they're green.
Okay, yeah, I can respect that.
They recycle, so they're green.
Because they're disgusting and mold
Yeah.
grows on them, right?
well.
Oh,
yeah,
no. Lockhrin,
No.
we can't say we're
No,
not swearing and then you
no.
get around it by being a racist boob.
Egg
No,
hole.
egg hole. Cloaca. Expand.
I think we should consider cloaca a swear.
Oh, come
Yeah, I
on.
agree.
I mean, it's something that can be shriveled, blue,
Stop.
inverted.
So can
Can
boobs.
we end this?
Like, what do you
I'm
want?
Boobs!
I'm
Blue,
gonna throw
inverted,
up before the end of this
shriveled,
podcast.
leaking.
I'm never gonna be on this show again.
It's
You
like
guys have
little
destroyed me.
raisins.
Uh,
What is-
ew.
The nips? There's an alcoholic drink we enjoy called Buttery Nipples.
Yeah.
I'm more a fan of Dragon Cum, but that sounds pretty good.
See? I told you, Michaela! I was like, I want to order Dragon Cum, and she was like, I don't know about that.
We can say cum in this context
because
because it's actually the name of a drink. It's fine.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
with Buttery Nipples.
Yeah.
We can say as many offensive alcoholic drink names as we want.
Nipples
Yeah.
aren't a swear.
Yo, you don't know.
Oh my
Some people
God.
think they are.
Yeah, see, you can't say breastfeeding either now. Like, it's
Certain
too much,
religious
too much, too
groups.
much.
You gotta say booby feeding.
Booby feeding.
Like, baby latching.
Titty suckling.
Soul sucking.
Ugh. What's your milk made out of? My soul.
Girl
Lettuce.
milk.
Girl milk.
What's that opposed to? Boy milk? Like,
Boy
Yes,
milk.
boy milk.
alright,
I love boy milk here on the show.
we're a big fan of boy milk here on the show that talks about
No
magic every
surprise.
week.
We're sponsored by Boy Milk. Alan's not here because he's
Oh.
practicing incantations
Yeah,
right now.
he's naked in a field somewhere.
Yeah, since we
It's
don't
true.
have anything else to talk about Pepe the Frog, do you want to talk about how you think Alan's magic is going?
Let's
We
take
think
a
it's
wild
going well.
guess.
There's a crop circle currently located in his current area. He took a plane from Spain to a field.
Yeah.
Just to a field. He
Yeah,
crash
yeah,
landed
it-
with magic.
It's pretty nice. He was safe. Everyone else died, but they're not important to the podcast.
That's magic.
And so he's practicing these incantations in a field. Very, very traditional. But what we realize is he created a crop circle.
Oh.
And it's in the local news. People are like, what prankster did this? Are aliens coming to get us? But it's just Alan. And he's still there, so we don't know why there's still news articles when he's still there. Like they can, like, say hi to him and ask him what's going on, but they have not.
Yeah, like nobody wants to walk up because of the pile of dead bodies from the plane. But, like,
Yeah, that's
Do you think it's aliens, as they say next to the plane?
Oh my god.
he just dragged them all out and piled them next to his house and lit them on fire so he could get an incense going for his magic. And you're just like, hey dude, how's it going?
Christ.
You
know
want
what I would
some
probably
psychedelic
do?
mushrooms?
I would probably take the bodies and pull off, like, I'm trapped on an island thing and shape the bodies to form the words help. So if a small airplane were to be
Oh my
overhead,
God.
they would know to call for help.
Yeah, but like to kill the deranged madman on that island. Because like I don't
You don't know what
I
it
don't
is.
want to rescue the guy that's gonna make the words "help me" out of a bunch of cadavers.
But
True. Good
but
point.
like, what if that was his only material, Lockhrin? What if the airplane equipment scattered on the ground was too heavy for him?
You're
What are
you're
we
on
even
an
talking
island. There's
about?
probably trees or something.
Coconuts.
Yeah,
No,
just make
yeah.
a giant help me out of your only food source. It's fine.
Guys, I have a question.
Yes.
What
is it?
is
What
it,
if-
you woman?
What if your nuts were as big as coconuts?
That would hurt.
What if
I'm not a
we're as big
tanuki.
as coconuts?
Your
Your nuts.
you know, your
other ones.
Okay.
your
Your
big,
dangly parts.
My testicles.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Your big boys, your little boys.
Big. I thought we
yeah.
just talked about them being shriveled. Like
No, what if they
And
were
blue.
as big as coconuts?
And inverted.
uh
Inverted coconut-sized balls.
Stop.
There would just be like a holes in my stomach.
Okay,
like
can I
alright,
leave now?
if they're inverted, like would there be just like a big like bump in my back or would I have
Yeah,
a huge
yeah.
fat like booty? I can't
You could
say
like
the
put
A word.
you could put like
From-
fushigi balls where your balls
There's
should be.
so many other things I could be doing.
Like
right now.
little like metal clacker balls and like you can just helicopter your penis and like clack
Oh
the
my
metal
God.
balls.
You could fly away. You would ascend via balls.
I
Don't
love ascending. It's my favorite activity.
you wouldn't know anything about ascending. You don't have any testicles to speak of.
You don't know.
All
Don't
right.
assume.
Do you think Lockhrin is? I'm not Lockhrin. Do you think Alan has had to use his bodily fluids in his magic yet?
I think
hope
he's had to
so.
come on something.
I couldn't tell if he was joking or if he's just busy coming on everything in his room to enchant it.
Just like boom, enchanted. Like how does that work?
All right, viewers. I don't know if you can tell or not, but no, it's true. Alan's like legitimately trying to be a wizard. Like that. That's not a joke.
Yeah, if you want to listen to, I believe it was our last 2 episodes, just like the last 5 minutes, Alan will talk about consuming semen to do magic, and it's pretty I'm
heartwarming.
excited to see the results, and I'm hoping that he keeps track of exactly how much semen consumed.
That's important. He's got to do this scientifically, you know? You got to have trials, a control group.
And then you gotta go on myplate.gov and put it in to make sure you're helping to meet your nutritional requirements for the day. Like,
True.
you know, I had a half a liter of cum today. Like, alright.
I wonder what
fitness
his
tracker.
family members think about it.
I wonder if his family members have listened to this podcast and been like, what is he getting up to in Spain?
I feel like if any of his family members listened to this podcast, they wouldn't let him come back to school.
Probably not. No. That's honestly a good choice, though. I wouldn't let anybody listen to this, like, of my own volition. But I'm going to keep making it.
Our hobby is torturing others.
And speaking of torturing others, we're done for today. No more torture, guys. We got a sweet release for the audience.
You know what they say about release.
We've been talking
Shriveled.
about
And
Alan
blue.
guzzling cum, and then you use the word release.
Sweet, sweet release. Now, as we say our goodbyes this week, we just want to have a gentle reminder that we upload every Sunday. And sometimes we have an Alan, but sometimes he's too busy being naked and having a snake up his boot. For the incantations. Now, every week we talk about like this. Oh, man.
Alright, you're off the
Shoot,
podcast.
like this.
You're not allowed to come back.
All right, but seriously, come back and say hi next week. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.